Hey everyone. I just want to say before we get started, I just want to say warning because there are majority of the things me and my beautiful host are going to be talking about today. A lot of it is very controversial. So much so that obviously not ours, but other people's relationships might break. Like there might be, one person thinks this way, another person thinks the other way, and they can't come to an agreement, and they just break off being friends. But a lot of stuff we're going to be talking about is going to be controversial. It's gonna it's gonna make you think. Again, forewarning. This will stir up some shit, as they say. So with that being said, welcome back to the Let Me Tell You Something podcast. We are your hosts, Jordan.
And Christian.
Would you like to kick us off with the first controversial thing?
I guess I might as well. I'm trying to find it actually right now. Okay, so let me drop a little bit of the pretense here. This is still going to be a fun episode.
Absolutely.
There are definitely some trigger
Someone died. No.
Well, here's the thing. There is kind of going to be a trigger warning for anything there possibly could be a trigger warning for.
Trigger warning.
I would say.
I'd say there's going to be a lot of trigger warnings.
No, I said a trigger warning for everything.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Let's start with some good news. Let's
yes. Oh, okay. So actually, before that,
okay.
In general, do you prefer when someone comes to you and says, "Hey,
good
want to
news
hear good?" Yeah. Do you prefer bad news first or good news? Because I like hearing bad news first.
Ooh,
because I can shove that out of my mind's eye. I can shove that out of my head, and I can solely focus on the good news.
That's an interesting question. I think, I think the reason for for doing good news. I'm still getting over my cough, by the way, as you can tell.
COVID. Not really. Not really. He does have COVID, I promise.
The reason for doing good news first is to soften the blow for the bad news. But I think in this instance it's better to do the good news first, partly because it's chronological in this case, but also because I just think it's better to ease, especially an audience, into something rather than immediately hit you with all right, world's on fire,
literally there's a fire going. No, not really.
No. So all right. So yeah, let's start with some good news. Going chronological order. So last episode we talked about ICE. At the time we were talking about them, I don't believe the protests were going on. I think we just had the killing of Renee Good, and I don't think at the time of recording we had the killing of Alex Preddy as well. But both of those killings in Minneapolis basically caused mass protests back to back. Eventually, basically, it led to Bavino, who was running the show, him being, I don't know if fired if he was exactly fired or if he was just moved down, basically. But basically, I keep saying basically a lot, I apologize. But him, basically, him and his troops, as it were, are have pulled out of Minneapolis. There are talks of Kristi Noem even facing charges for some of these horrible things and such. It's pretty much understood that Miller is basically behind this whole thing, and Miller is for those that are aware of this stuff, Stephen Miller, he's an actual there are parallels that we can make to the current admin and ICE and all this stuff to like the Nazis and Gestapo and all that. But Miller himself is like actually a Nazi, like not just a parallel, but he's like actually. So with that in mind, I think that is that's a good part of news to start with, because for one, it's horrible, obviously, that Renee Good and Alex Preddy's lives were taken, but it shows the importance of there are way more of us than there are of them, and when we come together as one and we fight against tyranny encroaching upon us, we win. There's a great phrase: all it takes for evil to succeed is for good men to do nothing. And I think that we are seeing that play out very much, and we're seeing that when I would say the inverse of that is all it takes for good to succeed is for the good people to stand up against the tyranny. It is pretty crazy, because we're literally having people on the right now. They're having to backpedal on a lot of stuff as far as for so long they were super pro Second Amendment and all this stuff, and now they're saying, well, with Alex Preddy, he shouldn't have had a gun. It's it's his Second Amendment right. He didn't brandish it, he didn't take it out, he just had it holstered. It's his Second Amendment right. And then there are people like, well, he kicked a car before he helped. Who cares? He was there at a protest, doing what he was doing to get the word out about ICE and the horrors that they were committing, and he helped someone who was thrown to the ground, and then he was thrown to the ground and eventually killed. But one of the good things that's come out of that as well is a bunch of people standing in solidarity with regarding all of this. One of the things that includes, and this kind of leads into another thing here. So it's funny that you say warning. We've already decided we're going to call this episode Warning and everything as well. Warning is actually the name of the record that Green Day put out right before they put out, the last record before they put out American Idiot. And the reason that is relevant is because, keeping with the good news here, Green Day, who also stands in solidarity with the people of Minneapolis and all that, they've done a few things to some of their songs where they were, and I'm gonna go over this on my channel at some point here. And speaking about that, by the way, just real quick. Well, no, we'll get to that later. So they have been very outspoken against ICE and Trump and all those different things, and have been for a long time. And at their concerts, there was a bit where in the middle of Holiday, during the bridge, I want to say, or the interlude, I guess, whatever, Billy Joe Armstrong, he's saying, this song's anti-fascist, this song's anti-war, we'd stand up for our brothers and sisters in Minnesota. And Holiday was always, the entire American Idiot record was always a fuck you to George Bush. So the fact that it's now basically been turned into a fuck you to, Trump, shouldn't be, surprising to a lot of these people. But a lot of these people really just need it spelled out to them. So when you have, now when they play American Idiot live, there's a line in the second verse where originally it says, the recorded studio version of it, the record album version of it is, it says, I'm not a part of a redneck agenda. Whereas now they've changed it, and when they perform it live, Billy Joe sings, I'm not a part of a MAGA agenda. And it means the same thing. But so many people on that side cannot connect those dots. And they're like, oh, now they're anti-MAGA, or now they're this. It's bro, they always were. Just because you didn't realize this, and a lot more artists and stuff are speaking out against this stuff and everything. one of my favorite bands. And to speak on that as well. The reason all that's relevant is and I wanted to say as well with Holiday. So again, in Holiday, the original version of it is the lyric is "Ladies and gentlemen, the representative of California has the floor." Whereas now Billy Joe is saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Miller now has the floor." But again, it's the same thing. There's also the song "Bang Bang," which is basically about like not even just school shootings, mass shootings, I would say in general. And it's kind of a call out to like how these people are doing this as like a kind of like a way to like go out as like making something of themselves in like a really fucked up way. Anyway, and yeah, so but when they one of the first times they performed that live back in 2016, before Trump even got elected, there was the chant that they started, and I've actually seen bumper stickers of this too, where it during the bridge of "Bang Bang," they started the chant "No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA." Unfortunately, we are in that, so it didn't work. But the reason I bring all this up is they are now slated to, along with Bad Bunny, who is also very anti-Trump, they are performing at the Super Bowl this year. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw something that said apparently Trump said he's not going to be attending the Super Bowl this year. And people were like, gee, I wonder why. But there were also people who said like, oh, we'll arrest Bad Bunny like as soon as he gets on stage. It's like, he's an American. Yeah. And there was this woman that was talking to this other woman. They were like, well, yeah, but he's from Puerto Rico, honey. She's like, which is America. And they're like, what? Like, they don't even know what they're, Puerto Rico is a American territory. These people don't even know what they're talking about. But it's funny. It's interesting how you, the left, as it were, or even just anyone that isn't like far right fascist. We got the NFL in the national divorce. It's very interesting, but it's very good. It's very important. And I remember Jordan, you and I were talking about this about like why it matters. If like celebrities or anybody with a platform like speaks out against this stuff, and I would say it matters because it encourages people. To do what they can to fight back on their own, and that's extremely important. It's good to have people standing in solidarity. One of my favorite bands, Waterparks, put out a song called just "Ice," and it's really just like a very angry like protest song. Where, like the whole thing is just like a lot of the lyric, like the chorus. I think the lyric. No, I don't even know what part of the song this would be, but there's a section of it where it just keeps repeating like "fuck Trump, fuck ICE, fuck Trump, fuck ICE," and there's another part where it just says, where I think it's kind of the bridge technically, where Austin, the lead singer of Waterparks, just keeps saying fuck ICE, bitch, fuck ICE, fuck ICE, fuck bitch, fuck ICE. It's like not the most creative, but clearly just like a thing of like raw passion of like, and there are parts in the thing that are like more creative. I was a little concerned for a minute because my favorite band, All Time Low, Alex, the lead singer, is pretty outspoken about like his political views and stuff, and he's relatively left leaning, probably more liberal, but regardless, doesn't like Trump. I remember I've talked to you about, I don't know if I talked this on the pod, but he went on like a tirade in like 2016 on election night about like how we can't let this monster win and like all these different things. And he was the first one that like opened my eyes to like, oh shit, like if this person who I really enjoy their music and I like look up to them as a person and as an entertainer and stuff, if they really don't like this guy, like maybe there's something to this, which is also partly why it's important for people on the platform to speak out about stuff. And you have people now like Moist Critical and stuff speaking out. But anyway, Alex has always been like very outspoken about these different things, and he doesn't have or doesn't use Twitter anymore. I'm not sure which, but he they haven't publicly said anything about this situation, and I was kind of like, I hope they're not. I don't know, I don't know. I would like them to say something, right? Mm-hmm. And there was they're in Europe right now, and there was a concert they did. I don't know if it was England or Germany or where it was, but they said they were talking something about like this. It was like posted online on the All Time List subreddit where someone was saying something about like they were saying something about, oh, do you guys feel bad for us because we got to go back to America right now and how shitty it is right now and everything. And someone was like, someone from the crowd was like, yeah, they were, fuck Trump, fuck guys. And Alex was like, yeah, fuck Trump indeed. He's like, obviously, like, yeah. He's like, I hope that's not a controversial position here. He's like, I don't think those are our people. I feel like they're kind of going at a more like, yeah, of course we're against this stuff kind of thing, but we're just trying to have fun. Like, we're trying to not worry about it so much and just like give you guys a good time. I think that's kind of more the stance that they're taking, which I understand, but I still would appreciate that they do like speak out about this stuff in this way they did. I mean, if they came out with like badass protest song, that'd be fucking awesome. But Bruce Springsteen as well. I didn't even know Bruce Springsteen was still making music. He came out with a protest song, which was really good. But yeah, so like there are a lot of like different things coming out and people showing support for this for the people and for fighting against the tyranny that's encroaching and all that stuff. And it's good. But it's funny to see the right wing pivot on like they were so obsessed with like, oh, Second Amendment, all this stuff, and then now they're like, well, you actually shouldn't have guns. And it's like the whole point of the Second Amendment is to be able to defend yourselves should your government become tyrannical, which is right this is what it's for. It's the right to bear arms and establish a militia. Which is more like with the Black Panther Party in that instance. But that is pretty much the good news. Kind of good news as well, and I'm going to ask you this because the questions you have, like, they're more fun, Yeah. Like they're, they're like weird, right, and kind of controversial or whatever, but they are also more fun. We also got a new drop of the Epstein files. Do you want me to talk about that first and then go into the fun, controversial questions? Or do you want to controversial? We'll talk about it first? Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're getting so we are getting the crazy shit out of the way first. All right, so yeah, there have been these there's been another drop of like another like couple million files or something. Let me pull it up here. And people have started scrubbing through a lot of this, and of course a lot of it's being redacted. They're trying to protect the pedophile elite and all this stuff. So I'm just going to read what one of the things from the files says here. I'll tell you, this is... Alright.
Crazy stuff, folks.
Yeah. And I'll say, I guess, my thoughts on this after I read it. So, this is directly from the files. So Donald Trump, the president, he was already president at this point. This is because Epstein was killed in 2019. Trump was president in 2019, but so these cases are from when he was president, right? For throughout his first term. Anyway, so Donald Trump, the president, had parties at Mar-a-Lago called Calendar Girls. Jeffrey Epstein would bring the children in, and Trump would auction them off. This is where it gets really fucking gross. This is where the trigger warning happens, if you will. She measured the children's vulva and vaginas by entering a finger and rated the children on tightness. The guests were elder men and included Elon Musk, Don Jr., Donald Jr. Trump, Ivanka Trump, and Eric Trump. Attorney Alan Dershowitz was also there with attorney Bob Shapiro. We were taken... So this is like a woman who experienced this as a kid. It like spoke out about this. That's where what these files are. These are like things that they talked about. So this is a victim explaining, we were taken in rooms, forced to give oral sex to Donald Trump, forced to allow them to penetrate us. I was 13 years old when Donald Trump raped me. Elaine Maxwell was also present. And there's more, but yeah, I can go through all. There's a lot to go through here. But when I first heard even that part, I remember I was watching Vosh go over it, and I like paused like a minute or two into it, and I was like, I'm good. I don't. There's nothing more I need to see that'll make me think these people... Like, there's nothing, how much worse could it get? How much more evil can it be than something like that? Rated these children on their level of tightness and raped them. Apparently, this is something that came out more recently, part of the falling out between Trump and Epstein back in the day was because, like, Jeffrey, one of them raped another girl before they could. It's like awful, awful people. And what we're seeing is that basically every super powerful billionaire that kind of controls the world is unironically this like demonic pedophile.
Not a good person.
Like it's not even like a conspiracy. It's like, this is what's happening. This is what's happening, and this is how it's always been. It's like, it's crazy. And what I said about it on Twitter here. Let me see if I can find my. Where is it? Oh, it's posts. That's another one. We'll get to that in a minute. So I said, when I first heard this specific news, I just had to take a long pause on it because what the fuck? How could it get any worse? And this is part of what's like so controversial and could ruin relationships or whatever. But in my opinion, anyone that sees this, anyone that is aware of this, and still supports Trump or the others that are involved in this, just have to admit at this point, you're complicit with evil people ruling the world. Absolutely vile. And like, there's no bones about it. Like, if you know this, you've seen this, and you still, like, I have a friend that I'm like very I'm good friends with the guy. He's very pro-Trump, very right-wing, all that. He sends me these like anti-liberal, like pro-Trump memes all the time. And so I started sending him, very antagonistic like that, as, let's be honest, they tend to be. So I started sending him like more left-leaning memes and left-leaning stuff and whatever. And responding to some of the stuff. And he sent another like anti-liberal thing or whatever. And I just sent him this, like an image of these files, and I was like, I don't want to hear any more jokes about this. I was like, I want you to like read through this and tell me what you think. And if you genuinely still support this guy, like after this, I think less of you as a person. Like anyone who is aware of this, oh, he's not that bad. This is like the most evil shit you could do. And then, like, when these girls were raped, you had, like, for one, a lot of the victims were murdered anyway. But these girls would be in these situations, and, there was a I think it was in the file I was actually reading, where basically someone told them, like, if you tell anyone about this, you'll end up as fertilizer like the other cunts. Meaning, they've killed other girls, and they'll kill you too. I'm reading this, and hearing about this and everything, and I'm thinking, like, and here's the thing, this is the stuff that they are, like, allowing people to see.
Mm-hmm.
How much worse is the stuff they're censoring? Because they've redacted a lot, and they're not supposed to. They're not supposed to redact any. Well, they're only supposed to redact the names of the victim, but they're not redacting the names. They're redacting the names of the powerful people. Now, obviously, none of these guys are going to see the inside of a jail cell. They are extremely powerful, evil people. But what's important, kind of like entertainers and stuff standing in solidarity with against the regime, public opinion is extremely important. And public opinion is very much souring on the current admin. It already was, especially with the original release of the Epstein files and everything happening with ICE now. But with this too, like it's not going well for Trump and his buddies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to ever see jail. I don't think any of these people are. I would like them to. They should be held to the same standard everyone is, but they're rich and powerful, so they get to get away with stupid shit. And in this case, completely evil, demonic shit. The only way I can think it could be worse is if it's like a girl was like raped, forced to... Oh, because one of the things is like Bill Gates, who was at these parties as well, gave his wife an STD that he got from, I guess, one of these kids. There were adults as well, like there was a 22-year-old woman who was raped, but like, even if it's still rape, it's still bad.
Right.
It's still horrific. But like, the only way that I can think any of these could be worse is if it's like, one of these, or maybe even multiple of these girls, like, gets raped, passes it off as if it's like their boy, like maybe they're in high school or something, and passes it off as if it's their boyfriend, drops out of school to raise the kid, boyfriend has to, pay for it basically, and then that money is actually given back to like Trump or Epstein or whatever. That money doesn't even go to the kid, and like just like something like that is like the only way I can see this kind of thing being worse. This is like completely evil shit. Like, these people are monsters, and and they're running the fucking world. Like, it's it's ridiculous. Okay, this is where I do get a little bit conspiratorial. I'm curious as to what you think of this theory, though. So, like the Illuminati stuff, all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have two like theories of this. I wonder if either, the idea of like the Illuminati and that kind of stuff was created by people who were a part of this and broke away, like people who found out about it and broke away, and they like made it into like a like a conspiratorial thing that's put in like movies and stuff, or if the people involved in this created that to make it seem fake and throw off our suspicions. Which of those two do you think is more likely?
Huh. Probably both.
How could both? How could it be both?
Say them again? Sorry, I was
something
else.
No, you're okay. So like the idea of like the Illuminati, it's common in like movies and video games, comics, all this stuff, right? So my theory is that either the idea of the Illuminati was created to throw off the suspicion and think like, oh, that's just something in fiction. Because specifically the Illuminati probably doesn't exist, but clearly a pedophilic cabal of these like billionaires does exist. Or if someone who found out about this stuff like started putting it into like entertainment, into media, and to like get the word out, like without directly implicating these people and like being like threatened themselves, but still to get the word out. Which of those does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, which of those two do you think would be more likely?
Probably the first one.
Okay. I kind of agree because I would like it to be the second one, but I kind of agree because apparently, so all of the like internet culture war stuff has basically come from a board on what's it called 4chan called Poll, and essentially Epstein worked directly with Steve Bannon to like make that stuff happen. So like the incel stuff, because what he wanted to do was like all the like Gamergate stuff, all that. Because what Bannon wanted to do was he wanted to reach these disaffected young men and like turn them to the far right and be like, the reason you're not getting laid, the reason you struggle to get a job, the reason like all these different things is because of immigrants, and it's because of women, and it's because of this, and it's because of that, and it's because of the left and all these different things, and we need to do something about this, and turn a lot of these people into Nazis. So it's like everything bad has been orchestrated by this pedophilic group of billionaires that are just trying desperately to hold on to power. And it's crazy. But again, the public sentiment is drastically changed. The Dude Bro people that like the Dude Bro podcast people like Andrew Schultz, Theo Vaughn, Joe Rogan, they are finally speaking out against Trump and like the things they're doing now. They were the kind of, let's be honest, you're useful idiots that helped to get Trump elected in the first place, like the second time. But they are now speaking out against this. Most critical, Charlie Kirk. He's Jesus Christ, Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, I meant what?
I meant, oh my god.
I was like, Charlie Kirk.
Running through so much shit in my head. Charlie
Kirk isn't here anymore.
No, he's not. I don't know what his last name is, but Charlie, Moist Critical, Penguin Zero.
Yeah.
Probably know the guy. Not Charlie. He's dead. His wife, by the way, is like fucking crazy. And she seems to like not really have cared much about him and is just like using his legacy to try and like make a quick buck for herself, and it's working. I mean, she's making money, but it's pretty like diabolical shit. Anyway, the point is the sentiment against like all this stuff is changing, and we are seeing people recognize this stuff for what it is and finally fighting back against the encroaching fascism that we have in this country. So things have been getting really bad for a while, but it's, things are coming to light with like all the Epstein stuff and all that. Things are coming to light and people are taking a stand for what's right. Wasn't meant to rhyme, but I believe that as we continue to fight, we will move past all of this, and I hope that we'll come out of this stronger than we were before. So there's some good news, some bad news, and some I don't know if it's really bad. It's disgusting. It's uncomfortable to talk about, but it's good that we know this now, and some hopeful kind of message I can give at the end to keep fighting the good fight. So with with all that said, you had some things you wanted to discuss. I think. Well, actually, I'll just let you go. What are the things on your mind that you want to talk about? Should we talk about how we finished Percy Jackson as well? By the way,
let's start out with that.
Pretty good. Yeah, we're all over the place. So I know the episode's called Warning, but like I said, we're still gonna have fun. We're still gonna we're kind of all over the place, but bear with us. So you are a big fan of Percy Jackson. So tell me,
I am.
What did you think of season 2 overall? What did you think of the last couple episodes, and what did you think of how did it compare to season 1?
I liked season 2 a lot. It was definitely better than season 1. Although season 1, the start of it was fantastic. Like, it was a great start, to it, being adapted into a television show. Season 2 was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a lot more action-packed than the first one. Than the first season. There were some moments within the show, season 2, that felt a little like this could have gone a little faster, or this could have been kind of laid out more and delved more deeply into it. But character-wise, everyone's having their character arc, their character journey, which is always good to see. I told you about this, and I think you agreed with me or something. For me, the script. So, there are a lot of times in the show where there would be something heartbreaking would happen, or just something unfortunate would come to pass. And the characters or character that would react to said unfortunate whatever would happen wasn't realistic. Obviously not gonna spoil anything, but something something bad happens, and one of the characters just kind of he doesn't have the reaction a real world person would have. You know what I mean? It was very lackluster. If something bad happened, you would be like, oh my gosh, no, or you would react to it, normally, not normally, but you would react to it in a way people could relate to you, oh my gosh, yes, I'd feel the same way if that happened to my friend or whatever. So there were a few, more than a few times in season 2 where something like that would happen, and it'd be you could have added a little more emotion to it, but other than that, it was good. Obviously, it was out on the sea, exploring different parts of the world, which is always fun. You don't want to always stay in one place the entire season. But yeah, and actually, so that's one thing that kind of hopefully they can do better. But another thing is Percy Jackson, dude. You got water powers. Use them. It's called the Sea of Monsters for a reason. Well, so yeah, so obviously they're out at sea the whole time. And your dad is the sea god Poseidon. So there's this scene in one of the episodes where Percy, a few friends are fighting someone on a ship in the open ocean. It's you'd think to use your water powers So it's just like stuff like that. Kind of like, oh, okay, well, and like I've listened and watched to a bunch of like other reactors watching the same scene, and they all say like, dude, use the water to your advantage. You have the power to do it. So it's again, it's just kind of like nitpickings. Overall, it was a good season. I thought my favorite episode was the season finale, episode 8. Just because they added something entirely new, which I was okay with. I liked it better than, well, not better, but it was. I liked it a lot more than what it was originally in the book.
So it's interesting you say that because
not to mention the freaking plot twist.
Oh, I thought
the season finale.
Is that not what you're talking about?
No, talking about the like the big battle that they had.
Oh yeah. No. The big battle was a lot better than the show. Yes,
and but they added a new character, like a whole new original character. She was okay. Like she's aight, you know. But yeah. So I thought it was good. You were gonna say something?
Yeah. So okay. It's interesting what you say about the plot twist. I don't think that I liked it that much because, well, okay. So what I don't like. First of all, I'll say that I did like season 2 way better than season 1. I think season 1 had a stronger start. But season 2 was more enjoyable overall.
Right.
But what I would say is that I was disappointed, yes, with the lack of water powers and stuff like that. I was also disappointed on, I guess it's not really spoiling anything because this is something that doesn't happen. That did happen in the book. Basically again. Annabeth is incredibly racist against Cyclopses.
Very much so.
Which Tyson, Percy's brother, is a Cyclops.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't racist towards Cyclops at all. No. Not him, not any other Cyclops. And I really think that was a missed opportunity, especially because she was played by a black girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you could have done a really good job with like the parallels of, here's this person who has no doubt experienced racism in their real life. And we know that obviously the actress that played her experienced racism with those fucking...
which is unacceptable.
Those fucking cretins.
You people just... I could say words to y'all, but like...
Yeah.
I'll keep it... Y'all are terrible people.
Yeah, 100%.
The ones that obviously complain.
Yeah.
A black girl playing. It's like, shut up.
Exactly.
Like,
so I think that especially given things like that, they really should have went that like racist direction with Annabeth and have like a kind of moment of like, hey, like you've experienced people being like this toward you.
Right.
Like, it's not cool when they do it. Why is it okay for you to do it? And she's like, well, that's different. It's like, what, Yeah. And then you could have had some moment where it's like, well, people are like, and maybe they'd even say the word racist. I don't know. They probably could. People are racist against me, but just because my skin's different.
Mm-hmm.
People are racist. Like I'm racist against, or maybe she would just say, I don't like Cyclops because, and she'd give whatever reason. And then the person that's talking to her about it could have pointed out, like, Annabeth, we live in a world of like gods and monsters and all this stuff. Like a Cyclops to us is just as similar to us as like a white person is to a black person,
right?
Something like that, right? And then she could have had like this character arc and everything. It's something like that. It could have, there could have been like a really good way to go about that.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they pussied out and didn't do anything like that. So that's one like big like thing that I
it's kind of like how in Avatar, I think one of the greatest shows of all time, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Right. How Sokka,
yes,
he I forgot the term, misogynist,
sexist. Yeah, both.
Yeah, he was both in the show,
and
he got put in his place real quick.
He did.
But
the Netflix, I know.
The Netflix, no, that's too. It's no, that's
it was so
that's one of the critical things to his character.
Exactly.
He thinks he's the best. Only men can fight. Blah blah blah.
And then girls put him in his place.
Exactly, and it's
and again,
could have done the whole Cyclops.
And similar to the racist thing, when you have people like,
unfortunately, they're going to do these kind of things.
I know. They're scared of the trolls.
Of course.
The thing is that similar to the what I'm talking about, the Annabeth racism angle. Especially kids that are watching this, growing up with this, they see that and they learn the message of oh, it's not good to treat people who look different from you bad, right?
Right.
Or Avatar list up, women are just as capable as men, because that's ultimately what Sokka learned, just as capable, if not, sometimes they can even do more.
And then Suki became an honorary gang member. Or gang? Yeah, she became a gang member.
I think they were just officially called Team Avatar.
Team Avatar, yeah. She became an official or a honorary Team Avatar member.
Yeah, because that was the one where I think because at the end of the drill, I think the episode was just
right. Yeah,
the end of it, Sokka's like, I've been trying to think about our name. What? Yeah, the gang. See, it's got Aang in it. Or how about the Boomer Aang Squad? See, it's still got Aang in it. And Aang's like, I kind of like them. I'm like, we'll keep trying, right? And then eventually they come up with Team Avatar. But one of the I don't really think we can sing the praises of that show enough. Anyway,
it is so good.
But it did a really good job of instilling I think good values in people that watched it and understood it. I'm sure there were people that the Fire Nation is so cool. It's no, dude, the Fire Nation are again Nazis, fascists, whatever. They're not good, They literally committed genocide.
It's that whole thing, and people are the whole Fire Nation is bad. It's but there are some good people within the Fire Nation.
And that's a very important thing to notice too, because
you can't generalize these.
There were there were people even in Nazi Germany that fought against the Nazis.
Oh yeah,
there were people that a lot of them got killed, obviously, right? But there were people that fought against them. There were people, which again, solidarity and all that stuff.
Right.
And people look at our situation, and they're all Americans. No, there are plenty of us that are not for the stuff happening here.
Oh, absolutely.
But what was so good about Avatar was, it was good at, I guess, pitching these ideas, pitching these more progressive ideas and lessons and stuff without being annoying and preachy about it. You don't learn about Aang because someone has a big speech and Sokka's and I've learned that women can do. No, you don't. It's not as in your face about it. It's just you see him go from one of the first things Katara calls him in episode 1 is sexist.
Yeah,
and
he is.
As you go move on, and you have the whole bit as soon as he meets the Kyoshi Warriors, he's where are the men who captured us? Well, there were no men.
Women were captured by done this.
Exactly, and then he learns, and even in that one, he learns by wearing a dress and makeup and becoming a Kyoshi Warrior. He's oh shit, there's something to this. You girls, you know what you're fucking doing, right? And and so he learns, and of course by the time Toph comes into the picture and everything, he doesn't question anything about her. He's
oh, it's so dark down here. Oh no,
what a nightmare.
Sorry.
I love so many.
I was why the last Airbender should be, if it's not already. What are those events where they put a certain film on one of the greatest, they put it in the movie Hall of Fame or something like that?
The only word I can think of is canonized, but I don't think that's the right.
There's it's on the tip of my tongue. There's something like a specific term. how like actors and actresses and whoever get like stars on the
Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah, the Hollywood Walk. I think if it isn't already, Avatar: The Last Airbender should be like
inducted.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like inducted
like
into
like when a band is inducted into like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right. Yeah. So Avatar: The Last Airbender should be and to a lot of other people.
No, it's like the best show of the 2000s because
I was so you couldn't. Like, the amount of sadness, genuine sadness I had when it ended.
That.
When the whole show and don't even get me started on Appa's Lost Days! That'll make a grown man cry.
Yeah.
But once the whole show ended, spoilers. Like, y'all should have already seen it.
For a show that ended in 2008.
I know, y'all should have already seen it. If not... Go see it. It's fantastic.
And we're not spoiling the live action show because that's
that deserves a big sloppy.
It's not. I don't
sucks.
Like it.
Anyways, but yeah, no, yeah, Once that show ended, I was like, sure, I could watch another great show, Ben 10. I could watch Ben 10. I keep on watching Ben 10, but Avatar, man, yeah,
but. What was so great about that show is it had everything. It had great characters, it had great animation, it had great action, it had great story, great world building. It had good messages. It had great humor. It balanced everything so well.
A little bit of romance sprinkled in there.
It had
a little bit of a.
It had everything. It had everything. And honestly, like, I know Legend of Korra gets a lot of hate. I thought it was fun. I think it's good. I don't think it compares to ATLA, like, at all.
No.
But it's good.
I watched it. Yeah, I think
we watched it again. Right after we watched it.
I do understand a little bit of certain parts, but overall, it was a pretty good. Again, like you said, it doesn't compare to Atla, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't deserve all the hate that it gets online.
No.
But because, like, people compare it to, like, what's that new Ben 10 show where they're all, like, chibi versions of themselves or whatever? What's it called?
We don't talk.
Okay.
It's literally just Ben 10.
It's just Ben 10?
It's a rebooted.
Alright, or I'll give you another example, like Teen Titans Go.
Where it's...
And I will say, even...
Actually, I want to ask, who are all these studios that are coming up with that came up with the rebooted Ben 10.
Yeah.
Who came up with Teen Titans Go? Well, come on, people.
And actually, it's funny because this can lead into another fun thing that I had to talk about. You are 30. I'm 28.
I am.
We are at the age. We are at the age where the things that we grew up with are now getting turned into, like, reboots and other things for the next generation. Just like
it's hard to see, man.
I think it's good to, like, recognize that and like realize, okay, this is the same thing that's always happened.
Yeah.
Because I remember we grew up with things like the live action Garfield movie with Bill Murray.
I never saw those.
Okay, but you know they exist.
Oh yeah.
The live action Marmaduke movie.
I never knew that even existed.
Yeah, there was a live action one. Both of these were based off of, like, like not comic books like Spider-Man or whatever,
right?
But little comic strips.
They were put on, like, newspapers.
From the 50s.
Oh, what was that? What was that one little comic? It was like a little boy and, like, his, like, tiger.
Yes,
like he imagined.
Linus, I want to say. Is his name Linus?
I don't think so, but, like,
wait, is that the one with, like, the
like he imagined his pet, not pet, but he imagined his doll tiger was real.
Yeah,
but his parents couldn't. Yeah, it was weird. It was like he would always go on these adventures, like, outside in his
Calvin and Hobbes.
Calvin and Hobbes, dude, boy. I was a bro.
Yeah, but, like,
bro, when I was in college, one of our professors, like, for, like, the first 10 minutes, he read us just, like, a little fun thing. He gave us these Calvin and Hobbes comic strips, and he was like, "Oh, it's so funny!" And he was like 70-some years old, almost 80, and we're all thinking, like, I mean, I guess this is funny.
Yeah, but
like he would crack up. Like it was
Yeah.
some funny stuff, but us, we're like, sure, yeah, sure, I guess it's funny.
Yeah, but like when we were growing up, like you know, they were doing like Transformers, which came out in the 80s. Like this just happens where after like 20, 30 some years, whatever, the stuff that you loved and grew up with is going to get rebooted and change into something else for the next generation, whether you like it or not. It is what it is. TMNT has been rebooted many times, but now, only now, which also started in the 80s, they're making it. Well, they made a live action movie years ago too, but they're making a new He-Man movie. They did that gritty Power Rangers movie in like 2017. You know, so like
that one. These
kind of things. They're finally doing like they did the Mario movie, the good Mario movie, not from the 80s. They did the Sonic movies. You know, they're doing a Zelda movie now. Like, this is just what happens. You know, the stuff that you grew up with and love, it will change into something else, and you can either like learn to love that as well, or you can push it aside and just continue to appreciate what you appreciate about whatever it is.
That's all good.
So that's how I... Because I will say, even with, like, as much as I don't like Teen Titans Go as a show itself, it's one of those shows where... And I think, like, Amazing World of Gumball is like this, too. Where, like, there are clips from it that you can take, and it's like, that's pretty good, like, on its own. But, like, as a whole show, I'm good, fam.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and that's not the kind of... I don't like superhero shows like that. Like, they're doing a Batman family show now or something, and I hate, like, the art style, it's a comedy thing like Teen Titans Go. I think it's more adult, like the Harley Quinn show. And I'm iffy on the Harley Quinn show, but I don't know, you know, to each their own. It's just my point, I guess. But it's inevitable. Everything you love will eventually... Well, not everything, but the really popular stuff especially is going to get co-opted by like corporations that want to make an easy buck and all that stuff. So sometimes it turns out really well, though, like the new Percy Jackson shows.
And I told you this. Yeah. You know, people are like, oh, you know, this is terrible. Like, oh, this stuff wasn't adapted. It's like I figured out for myself. It's like the show honors and respects the books more than the two movies.
Oh yeah. I still do like the first movie, but yes, it does.
I saw that little side grin that you gave.
I still do.
Boo! No,
I still do prefer the first movie to the first season, but I did actually read the first book when I was in like 5th grade or whatever, and I was so confused because I remember in the movie, it ended with them like fighting on the Empire State Building, which was like how you got into Olympus.
Right.
But then in the book, there was like this like scorpion that like poisoned Percy or something.
Yeah.
Like they were back at camp, and I was like, what the hell? Like this is totally different.
One of the many things.
Yeah. So it was it was a very different thing.
Yeah.
But
So going back to season 2.
Yeah.
No, it was very good. I liked it a lot. What were the other questions pertaining to Percy Jackson season 2 that you asked?
Not a question, but I did want.
Or just like, what did you think?
I think I kind of hit most of the stuff like you said I agree with, and then I just had the other things that I wanted to add.
Right.
But
I forgot one of the important things.
What's up?
After the season 8 finale, or season 8, God, where'd the time go? After the episode 8...
You did that when we were watching it, too. You said something about, we're on season 8. I'm like,
I know.
Season 8?
And then I realized, I'm like, whoa, where's the other season? We're going to be here all night, my boy. You're never going back home. You better stay comfy. Episode 8 season finale.
Right.
It ended... that whole thing happened. I was like, oh boy, that famous beef is going to happen in season 3.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got a little sprinkle
barely
of a sneak peek on season 3
1.
that's coming out this year,
which is the way to do it. Because as I've been saying, one of the biggest problems, in my opinion, with entertainment right now, and it's affecting everything except for the music industry, it takes way too long to make anything.
Right.
Way too long to make a new movie. Way too long to make a new TV series, or like a TV season.
Right.
Way too long to make a new video game. Everything else, way too fucking long. And I would much rather forego, like, special effects or whatever. Have them be a little bit less... Because, like, Falling Skies, right? That had really good effects, especially for a TV show. And there were like 20-some episodes per season.
And for its time...
And a season was actually a season. It would be like, okay, now you got a couple months, and then like the next season starts or whatever. Maybe a year. But there's 2-4 years before the next season. And they're only 8 episodes apiece. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, so when season 1, Percy Jackson the Lightning Thief, was announced, I was like, oh, okay, good. And you were the... Well, no, I think I saw the first trailer for season 1 of Percy Jackson, and I think I told you on my head, listen, man, it's out. I gotta watch it. It's just insane. I watched it. I like literally, my toes were curling. I was like, oh my gosh, this looks amazing. And then I showed you, and you're like, oh, sweet. But yeah, no. So great example about like you said about these shows and games waiting like 4, 5, 6 years to complete or to kick back up. When Stranger Things was happening, I was on the bandwagon for Stranger. Like I liked the show, and I was on the bandwagon for Stranger Things. But then, like, I think it started, like, at season 4 on to season 5. Like, it took, like, 2, almost 3 years to come out. And then I remember, like one time you're like, hey, can't wait for, the new season of Stranger Things. I was like, eh. And, I remember you saying something like, oh, I really thought you were into. I'm like, well, yeah, but it took too long. It took 2 years to come out. It's like, yeah, for Stranger Things, it's like, I was a big fan. But since it didn't come out for 2 years, I was like, well, okay, like, yeah, like. So,
I would never be like that about something like, say, for example, here's a show that we started watching, and it, the next season still hasn't fucking been out yet. The Witcher. That show started in like 2018, 2019, something like that.
Yeah.
And we still don't have, season 4 or 5, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane. They have, not Chris Hemsworth, but the other...
Liam. So the original actor who played Geralt was Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, but he's no longer.
Yeah, unfortunately. He was a good Witcher.
I don't remember why what the reason was.
I think... Yeah, I don't know. But they brought in... Liam Hemsworth, brother of Chris Hemsworth, who plays Thor in the Marvel movies. But yeah, no, I would say, again, going back to Percy Jackson, I would say, this season was great, love it, can't wait for the new one that's coming out this year. Probably, how it always does, December. So that's good.
It's like they announced tomorrow that it's coming out like next month or something.
Oh, buddy. I'll be sweating with glee. But no, and I saw in an interview between the actor who plays Percy Jackson, Walker Scobell. So I thought it was Scoble, but it's Scobell. Scobell.
Oh, it's like how you got Luke's name wrong.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes! That was a freaking revelation, man. Holy crap, that was insane. I first thought, it was Castellan. Luke Castellan. Okay, because it look, it's worded like that. But it's Luke Castellan.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, I saw an interview with Walker Scobell and some interviewer, and the interview asked like, what can you promise fans to look forward to in season 3? And he's like, 2 things. One, it's gonna be a lot darker. It's gonna be a lot more like
mature,
anger. Like it's gonna be a lot darker. Well, that's one of the things there, because in the books it gets pretty friggin' dark. But that's
forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Especially Heroes of Olympus. Oh my
really
gosh!
Looking forward to that one.
Oh, really am. But yeah, he said it's gonna like the themes and just the whole tone is gonna get darker.
Mm-hmm.
And there's gonna be a lot more like combat fight sequences. He said like every other day we were filming an intense fight sequence.
Nice.
I was like, let's go, baby. Yeah.
Watch Percy still not use water powers though.
Dude, like that's the thing, man. Like
so annoying.
Like I'd be using my hydrokinesis to use the water to grab her and throw off the ship. That's what I would do. But no, season 1 out of 10. I think I gave it a solid 7. I think I gave it a solid 7. There are things that could have been, fixed. But overall, it was good. Season 2, I want to say a solid 8. Maybe 8.5, I want to say.
I think I'd probably say like 6.5 or something like that for season 1.
Yeah.
No. I'll tell you what. Season 2, I would probably say I'd give it an 8, maybe 7. I will say 7.5.
Okay.
Season 1, I'd give it a 6, 7.
Nuke the whole generation. Nuke them. Bring them all to their knees. Start anew. It's not going to be called Gen Z anymore. No, it's going to be called, I don't know, Gen O.
Gen V. That's a good fucking show.
That's a good show. Yeah, I'm waiting for freaking The Boys.
The last season.
5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy.
So
I wonder how that's gonna turn out.
Part of the reason that I did that is I wanted to make the joke, but also I wanted to talk about another fun thing. There's a trend that's been going around saying that 2026 is the new 2016. Now I don't agree with that personally.
Yeah, I don't really get what aspects. Is it like what aspects of 2016 would be, or what aspects?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's
but
maybe
it does make me interested to talk about something else. 2016 was 10 years ago. So where were you 10 years? Because a lot of people are very nostalgic about what was going on 10 years ago. What are the things, if any, that you're nostalgic for from 10 years ago? Where were you 10 years ago? Because I think the reason that a lot of people now are like, 20, is because they're 22, 23, something like that, and they're nostalgic for when they were in high school. But that wouldn't be 10 years. No, that would be me, actually, because I graduated in 2016. But they're nostalgic for when they were kids or whatever.
Yeah. I graduated in class of 2015.
That's right.
Baby.
But these a lot of these people that graduated
freaking class rings were hella expensive.
I never got. Did you get one?
I wanted one.
I didn't.
I think 1 or 2 kids in my graduating class got a class ring. Mm-hmm. But I remember
they were $70 or $80, weren't they?
Oh no, not mine.
100?
Oh buddy, close to 1,000.
Really?
Dude, they were expensive. I don't remember
mine that expensive.
I remember. We took a week, a special week for us seniors, where it was ring week. I think it was called choose a ring week or just ring week, where we would all meet up with a bunch of the class ring company, whatever that does the class rings. we would meet up with like one or two of them, and we would like really sit down, like, okay, what's your birthstone? Like, what colors do you want? Like, for me, my favorite color was blue, but I just learned that blue, the color blue, is associated with not psychopaths, but it's associated with like the color
narcissists?
like the love of blue is associated with like not narcissists, not psychopaths, but like some like a sociopath, something real freaky like that. So now I've made the ultimate switch from blue to green. Green's my now favorite color.
That's so.
And it's ironic because right now I'm wearing blue.
I know it's that.
I'm a psycho. But no, yeah, ring week, man. I remember we sat down, like all 230 some of us or whatever, and we like did like, hey, what's your, what color do you want it? What's your your birthstone, yada yada. Like what size? And me, being how I was back then in high school, I wanted a fat ring. Like those rings the like Super Bowl champions get, like the real big fat rings, the ones that weigh like freaking 20 pounds. Yeah, so I had my ring all set up. I think my birthstone is like, I think it's a sapphire. I think that's my birthstone. Yeah, so man, we had all of our rings situated. And then, we're, me and my person were going over these things like, hey, how would you go? Would you want to get it? Would you want to get it in person? Would you want to get it mailed to? I'm like, no, let me get it in person, dog. I want to flex that bad boy. And then, all that fun stuff was good. And then we came to the thing that, everyone is concerned about, the price, how much money it's going to be. And my ring, specifically, was $1,128.32. I was like, are you insane?
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't...
Are you wearing blue? Are you insane? And literally my ring guy, he's like, no, it's that much for this ring that you want. You can downsize, but it's still going to be a lot of money. And I'm like, why does it have to be this much money? It's a high school class ring. It's not like an NFL ring, right? And it's just is what it is. I'm like, okay, well, I had the gall, like I had the nuts
to ask your parents.
To ask my parents.
Oh my
and
God.
My dad thought about it for like a few minutes, but mom instantly. So no, hell, what are you thinking? Absolutely not. No, that's way too much money for a class ring. No. I'm like, okay. So I decided not to get it. I was, again, disappointed. Again, like 2 or 3 of our classmates had class rings. I was very jealous. I was like, oh man, I had bling worn across the freaking stage with my diploma, dude. Ugh.
I thought they were so fucking tacky.
Gosh.
And I had like zero school spirit. So I
had a little bit like I wasn't gonna dress in like all the school colors. I wasn't gonna be like yeah like I went to a few football games. I went to prom, homecoming, but I wasn't like hardcore like yeah. My school blah 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 but there was some. But what I did like is that our were they called pep rallies where you'd miss.
Prep rally, actually, is what they were called.
A prep rally.
Yeah, because you're prepping for the.
Or you missed like a class or two.
Yeah, prep rally.
Yeah, I did like prep rallies.
Because the guy out of class.
Oh, literally the whole class.
Yeah.
The whole hour. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Even though the football team, our football team was our baseball team sucked. I will say that.
Soccer
team was okay.
I liked, it's probably obvious knowing me, but like. I like watching the cheerleaders and especially the dance team.
Really?
I know you would never have guessed that from me.
That's funny.
It's like that thing in Drake and Josh where Drake's like, oh, I want to help you out with Mrs. A for no, what's the reason? all right, well, the cheerleaders are practice out by the field, which is on the way to her house, so let's drive by slowly. Slowly. So I mean, that's
another great show.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
This might be a dumb question.
Okay,
but which would you put in first place? Avatar: The Last Airbender or Drake and Josh?
ATLA, easy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a crazy. Yeah.
That was a stupid question. Okay. Yeah.
No. I mean, okay. So I've talked about this before, but for me personally, obviously Drake and Josh had a lot more impact on me because Drake Bell was my hero growing up, interested me in playing guitar.
That's the reason.
Modeled myself after him, all these different things, right? So, but as I was more into Drake Bell, the actor and musician, than I was the show Drake and Josh.
Gotcha.
So even with that, I would still but I will say neither of the shows I cry. Okay, so this is my experience with Avatar.
Appa's last day.
No, I mean when it ended.
Okay, yeah.
But so this is my experience with the show. When it first came out, something about it just didn't grab me. I don't know what it was, but I remember seeing toys of it at the store and stuff, and I was like, this doesn't really whatever. I think I saw caught glimpses of it here and there.
Right.
But it started in 2003, 2004, something like that. I don't think it might have been 2005. I don't remember, but I don't think it was 2006. Whatever. Anyway, moving forward. So when season 2 happened, and it was even when season 1 happened, the end of it, and it was this big event and everything. I knew of it and watched some things here and there, but and similar thing happened with season 2. But it wasn't until season 3 where I started watching, and I was actually interested in it. And part of it, I'm not even lying here when I say this. Part of it was the fact that Aang now had hair. Because I didn't like that he was bald. That was one of the reasons I didn't like the main character was bald.
Really?
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
Yeah, I've always been a.
You really like hair.
I've always been a vain. I know. I've always been a vain and shallow person. Jeez. Although I loved Kids Next Door, but that said, I did have my mom color magic marker on his bald head on a toy that I had. To make it like he had hair.
Oh my god! You're a baldist.
A baldist?
Yeah, you're a baldist. You heard it here first, folks.
I don't have anything any issue with bald people now. It's just I didn't when I was a kid. I was
some guys look great being bald.
Yeah, Vin Diesel, The Rock, Johnny Sins, Mr. Clean.
Well,
and I mean Johnny Sins, he's been everything. He's been a teacher, he's been a doctor, he's been a lawyer, he's been he's been fucking everything.
Yeah,
I think he's been an astronaut. Well, I do remember talking to you about this. That they were years ago. I remember. I think it was still in high school when I read this. They were talking about going up in space and shooting the first porn in space. And Johnny was going to be in it, and he, of course, was going to be an astronaut.
Jeez.
I don't know what girl they were going to get out there, but that would have been thinking about that now, as I know more about science and technology and space travel and all that. That's such a crazy idea, because you have to go through so much to even be prepared to go into space. So if they were going to take Mia Malkova or Adriana Chechik or something, you're going to have these two people who are just regular people.
Inexperienced.
You're not just gonna fly them up into. Well, yeah, you're not gonna take even if and the camera crew and all. You're not. It's not. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So yeah, but I thought that was real at one point, but I think, but I do think there's been as if it was in space, kind of thing.
Yeah,
because there's even Star Wars parodies and stuff too. So.
That's true.
But excuse me. We got way off track here. What I was originally asking you about with all this was so yeah, you graduated in 2015, but where were you in 2016? What are you nostalgic, if anything, about 2016? And do you think your 2016 self would, like, what do you think your 2016 self would think of your now self?
So what I'm nostalgic for? Gosh, in 2016.
Your first year of college, right?
It was. Even though it's not the season. In 2016, I still had little remains of my childlike wonder for Christmas.
You lost that in 2016?
Towards the end of 2016,
bro.
yeah. It's all good.
That's crazy.
Yeah, if I could take it from my head and show you physically what I actually mean, you would absolutely get what I mean. Where was I? What was I doing in 2016? Yeah.
Like when I say not physically, but where were you in your life?
I was in college, upstate New York. I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to do as a career path. Because the college I went to was only for if you wanted to be a preacher, you wanted to do stuff in the church, go on mission trips, that kind of thing. That was the place for you. Well, just in general. But I knew I was not going to do that ever. So I think I was just kind of using that as a gap year, but not as a gap year, because I was still doing college schoolwork and that kind of stuff. But yeah, probably.
Can you put that on your episode?
Sure can. Duke Energy.
Yeah, I got one of those too. They're basically telling about how it's going to be warm or really cold, so we're going to be using more heat energy most likely. Now
that we're on here, I've never ever had to do not disturb.
Really?
So
I do it all the time.
Oh, okay. I guess we're cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never thought of putting my phone on.
So when you're at work, you just leave your phone
either in my pocket or in my.
But you don't put it on Do Not Disturb, so you don't. So you get people calling you and shit, and
freaking the other day, I got called 7 times. A freaking call center. Hey, we're here with Jackson Hugh. We're here to call about your car insurance. And I always I act like him, hello, welcome to Joe's Pizza. How may I help? I always do that kind of stupid thing.
Sure.
And I remember one time I was I don't understand
English.
I don't no speak it English, and they just turn off. I'm exactly. And then the funny thing is I end the call and there's a choice. It says block the number. I always block the number.
That's just.
But they keep on calling me from different numbers.
So, all right. I guess we're all over the place, but fuck it. I'll get into this. So I actually just was doing a job like that where I was the one calling people like you.
People like me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, regular.
Yeah.
And let me be clear. Let me be clear when I say this. We don't like doing it either. We don't want to call you either. We don't want to annoy you, and especially with me. There's a lot of people that they don't really give a fuck. But me, I'm we're gonna make them take it. No, you're not. To me, you call someone, you tell them about what you're selling, they're into it or they're not. There is no because it's so fucking stupid. So I just, we'll get to it. So I hated it because it was you can't take no for an answer. And part of the thing, and this is important to know if you ever get you or anyone listening ever gets those kind of annoying calls, you have to explicitly tell them, do not call me, stop calling me, something like that. You can curse at them or whatever too. We would put them on a do not call list with that. But if you just hang up,
maybe I should do that then.
If you just hang up, or if you just say I'm not interested, or whatever else, if you don't explicitly say do not call me or something to that effect, they're going to keep calling you.
Really?
Yes. And...
You think they'd get the message?
No. But, well, okay, no, because the reason is...
The reason.
Okay, you know how, like, you got, like, all those things about, like, oh, your data is being sold? Yes. Your data is being sold. Everything you do, your data is being sold. So these companies, these telemarketing companies, they pay at least $100 or so for your information. So... For example, we would call people and they would say, oh, this is the wrong number. You would think, okay, hey, no worries, you have a good day. No. What we're told is to tell them, oh, okay, well, let me extend the offer to you. Bitch, they're not interested in the offer. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. If you say, oh, I'm not interested, I would hit the not interested button. But I don't really know what that did because oftentimes I would still call back.
Right.
So what not interested means... In their world, I'm not interested right now. Basically, unless you say do not call me, you're basically telling them call me back later.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so next time if that happens, I will.
Yes, tell them take me off. Put me on your do not call list. Do not call me again, something like that, right? Okay. I would get people screaming at me, and I'd be like, look, I didn't know. Like, I will put you on a do not call list. I'd have people who had an attitude with me from the jump, and I'd be like, well, with that attitude, I can tell you're not going to take this seriously, so I'm just putting you on your do not call list. Like, you're just going to be a dick about this. I'm not dealing with this.
No.
But here's the other thing. Because even if you say I'm not interested, and they stop calling you about that product, these companies are pitching multiple products. So, like, for example, I was calling about extended car warranty services. If they said I'm not interested, cool. That same company I worked for also does cell phone service. They also do something with house service, like house insurance, maybe even health insurance. I don't know. So anything, we might stop calling them about what I'm calling about, but someone else is probably going to call you about cell phone and all these different things. Because again, they pay my company was paying at least $100 for a lead. So they don't want to let that go to waste. They're like, okay, this is the wrong person. So what? We're still going to act like we got the right person. Yeah. We're still going to try and sell to them so we can, make our money.
Yeah. But getting back on... Oh, sorry.
No. So what I was going to say about that, with all of that said, I just started that job on January 5th, and I just lost that job this past Tuesday at the time of recording. So I am once again out of a job, looking for another job, and
you're on vacation,
huh?
But you're on vacation.
I'm on vacation, sure.
But it's unpaid, so that's
unpaid, and I got to be making money to pay my bills. So
drugs. Just kidding. Don't do drugs.
Obviously, it's a joke, but yes. I have some options. I might be able to go back to an old job.
That's good.
If I need to. I left on good terms, so in my last job, I might be able to go back to them. I'm thinking about it, but I'm. If I do, I know I need to stay there for a while, and I can't just leave. Otherwise, I will
and freaking
burn the bridge.
Kill it. Like while you're if you get your old job back, kill it.
I mean, I wouldn't have to.
Or at least try to.
I wouldn't have to do anything different than I did before, but regardless.
But yeah, so
point. Sorry, just real quick. Point on that. I know I've said multiple times about I'm trying to get things back together with my channel and stuff. I am, but now I lost my job. It kind of fucks things up again. Yeah. So, but
he's on hiatus.
A very fucking long hiatus because of all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
back on track. Yeah, so nostalgic for the childlike wonder of Christmas that I lost halfway through 2020 or 2016. That's all right, and then while I was college, enjoying the New York weather. So beautiful. It's cleaner. The air is so clean up there.
It's colder now.
It is
than it normally is here.
And I heard from a family member that a few parts over in Brooksville, they're getting snow. Not heavy snow, but light snow.
Is that like near Tallahassee or something?
No, that is.
Because I figured like Tallahassee would be. I know that's north of us, but that doesn't.
Yeah. Let's see. So like Weeki-Wachi area,
Okay.
Homosassa Springs.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so they're getting like light snow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so I was in college, doing that, and then you said, what would
Fucking
my...
bitches and getting money.
They're crazy up there, man.
New York girls, or just like the girls at your
Northern
college?
women, they're crazy.
How so?
They just come onto you too fast. Like
Really?
they're like real, like in your face, like just they're. And there's nothing about this, but they're more outspoken. They're brash. They're very outspoken. They're brash.
Oh, you don't mean with flirting?
Oh, like with flirting. Yeah.
I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
I like that. Like girls should be more.
Yeah.
It's okay to make the first move. Ladies.
Instead
Uh-huh.
of making those stupid
The
eye signs. No, or at least I'm not. You know, I'm not
reader.
Yeah, like no. Come if you think I'm attractive,
Right.
like, and I will say this: when it comes to flirting and like picking up on things,
I love how all over the place this episode is.
I know.
This is great.
Well, we're about to get into the warning part.
We are, but I have talked about where I was too. But you,
yeah.
You need to also finish.
But yeah, no, they're so like just in general.
No, please,
they're,
I think real quick.
They're very brash and
Okay.
very like outspoken. They speak their minds. They're very opinionated, which is fun, obviously. But they're more like willing to like approach you first, which
It's a good thing in my opinion.
listen, I'll approach any day, but like, I mean, if I can get approached and just say, hey, like Mila, hey, came over here, I thought you were really cute. You free? Like you down to go get drinks or car or whatever? I'd be like,
thanks, you're really sweet, but I have a boyfriend.
yeah. Oh well, no, sorry, I have a girlfriend. Like what? No, I'd be like, oh, absolutely.
Well, I mean, if you did have a girlfriend, though, I would hope you would.
Oh, I would. Yeah. Oh, golly. I would never ever do that. But no. Past me or younger me, how would you think I am now? Or like where we are now? Because you know, me and my younger self are one in the same. He would probably be like this is good where you're at, but like I would like you to go a little bit more. Like I would like you to like be more because like I'll say this, younger me, man, when I was little and I seriously thought about like, hey, I could see myself like as a dad and a husband and all that. I set a freaking I set a date for myself. I was like, when I turned 26, 26 was the age. I think I was like 15 or 16 or something like that.
Yeah.
I told myself, I was like, when I turn 26, I should already have like a serious girlfriend. Talking about marriage. I'm 30. And I got none of that. No, it's all good though.
Well, it's funny you say it. So there's a few things about that. First of all, it's funny. For me, it was 25. When I believed when I was 25, I would have a house, which I'm probably never going to have. I would be married, and I'd have kids, which I no longer want. So very different. And I would have my career like on the right track. Like I would be doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So here's my thing, right? So first of all, like I guess what am I nostalgic for, or whatever. What was going on? So it was my last year of high school. I mean, I didn't play, but like Pokemon Go was pretty big. Blink-182 was coming out with a new record. It was the last year of like not like before everybody was at each other's throats over political stuff. I mean, it was like the year that it was happening. I guess 2015 was really the last year, because 2016 was when things got a lot more polarized. And I remember, I talked to you about this. I remember that, like, and I wasn't like interested in like politics or whatever at the time, but like, okay, so like I got my first like long-term girlfriend in 2016, and got engaged by the end of 2016. But I remember election night of 2016 November. I was telling you, I've told you about this before. I don't know if to talk about it on the pod, but like, I didn't really know who I was going to vote for. I was going to vote for like a third party, and people were like, "Oh, that's throwing your vote away." I'm like, "Okay, well, I don't like Trump or Clinton, so like, what am I going to do?" I came home not having voted yet, and my folks come around from the corner, both wearing MAGA hats.
Oof.
And they're like,
"Were they big MAGA hats?"
Did you No, they weren't like Hassan's like joking.
Oh yeah.
They weren't like that. No, they were like regular MAGA hats, and they were like, "Did you vote yet? Do you know who you're voting for?"
With that wild look in their eyes.
Crazy, bro. It was like they were possessed, and they were like, "We voted." I'm like, I can tell. They're like, "We voted. Like, we voted for Trump. He's gonna make America great again."
Tell.
And I'm like,
"That's funny."
Oh, okay.
Whatever you say.
Okay. You could see. No, like, I mean, you could see it there, like something about, like, I wasn't like tapped in or anything at the time, but I'm like, this is a cult. Like, this is very creepy, cult-like behavior. And when I went, I was still going to vote for a third-party person, which everyone's like, "Where you?" I'm like, it's my fucking vote. Like, let me vote for, like, who I, you know. Nowadays, I would say, like, you should still, like, you are unfortunately throwing away your vote for a third party. And you should, I believe, you should vote for you are always voting for lesser of two evils. Which I believe, at least the last couple times, has been the Democrats. I would like another party, but, you know, we don't have that, so. Anyway. But, you know, I went to the wrong precinct, so I couldn't vote at all. And I was like, I mean, I was just going to vote for a third party anyway, so it's not that big of a deal to me. But, yeah, like, I knew so many people that were, like, caught up in, like, Trump mania. And it was just, like...
Trump fever.
Okay. Like, okay. I knew a guy back at the church we used to go to, where he was like, and this was, like, while Trump was already... you know, in. But he was like, "Oh, Trump's he's God's man in the White House and all that." Come to find out, especially now, all the like horrible things he did. But even back then, all the horrible things people knew. I don't know. There was a lot that it was just like not, you know. But yeah, it was crazy. But like I said, it was my last year. In August of 2015, I like fell in love for the first time and had my heart broken for the first time. So. Through like mid 2016, I don't want to say got over that, but like moved past that, like moved through it.
Yeah.
And you know, I really just kind of focused on myself. I started running every day, and I lost a decent amount of weight doing that. Got a pretty good habit of that. Like I said, had you know, one girl that I was dating, and you know, just kind of formed a pretty good like group of friends that was like my like found family in a way. My mother who gave birth to me, because I was raised by my grandparents, so my mother that gave birth to me like came back into my life, and we had a really good like more so friendship than anything. But that was really cool, and I got in touch with my sisters again because of that. That was all really nice. I just like really focused on myself a lot, and my plan. Because I didn't really take school very seriously, I didn't really care. But my plan was to, like, graduate high school. And then I was going to go to a school that was... It was a Christian school, kind of like yours. But it was specifically for, like, getting you ready for, like, being in, like, the Christian music industry. Now, what it was really more for was to be, like, a worship leader in church. Which was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be more like...
more like a Toby Mac.
Well, I mean, yes.
Well, like going on tours.
Yes, except of course kind of rock and roll for me. So but this was an issue that I had even when I was a person of faith, if you will. like the music that I wanted to make stuff that was like, you know, had like a Christian message here and there, but not every song was like a worship
Job
song.
13.
Yes,
like,
I hated that shit.
Like, oh, Job 13.
Yeah. I wanted to do more like Reliant K or like Sidewalk Prophets or like
right.
I guess Skillet. You know, but the 10th Avenue North. You know, these
like those.
Yeah, where like they're on the radio and like they have
right.
some stuff about like God or whatever here and there, but like they have love songs, they have songs about like just their own personal life and stuff. I wanted to do that kind of stuff, you know.
I got you.
And that didn't really fly with these people. They were like, we want you to be a worship leader. They're like, you're not cut out. I'm like, okay. So I didn't really know what to do. And I was still trying to, like, I was still writing music. I was very, like, set on doing that for my life. And obviously it didn't, end up happening. Mm-hmm. But, to take a line from Water Parks, if I could see how I was as a kid, or how does it go? If I could check back in on me as a kid, be a crystal ball, see how he did. It probably goes something like this. I think I get it. I think I understand the vision. And I think I, can appreciate, what you're trying to do with your life and, as a, doing, political commentary and stuff like that. But, man, I really wanted to be a rock star. I really want to be a rock star and actor. What happened to that, man? I do think, yeah, I'd be disappointed. My past self would be disappointed in me. I think my past self would get it and I think my past self would just have, the reality check that I had when I was, 22, 23, would have that earlier. I think that's what would happen. It'd be like, oh, I didn't... This is what I wanted to do, Mm-hmm. And, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, yeah, and it's funny because I wanted to say how, you said Back on Track. Back on Track was the second song on my first record. And I remember, you and I actually... I mean, yeah, part of the reason we started hanging out is we were going to make music together. Mm-hmm. You were more, hip-hop producer kind of type, and I was, rock and roll. And we were going to do that, and we did. We started a song together. Oof. I got to give you guys a lore. We started a song together, I think it was just called 1995. And because he was born in 95. And we came up with this song together where basically he did the verses, which were very hip-hop-y, right? That's and I did the chorus, which was very rock and roll. We had my guitar, we had we recorded the vocals, we had all this stuff. We never mixed it, and mastered it or anything, but we were working on it for a bit. Mm-hmm. And part of the reason that we started our original podcast, the New Vision Records podcast, is that now this was in 2020, mind you, but that was the label that Jordan was going to have as his music label, mm-hmm. and what I released my first record under when we started working together. It's here's Give It a Try by Christian Verstappen, released under New Vision Records.
That's right.
And we were hoping I could be your flagship alumni, all this stuff, and then none of it ever fucking happened. So yeah, but I do think that especially if I could talk to my younger self, and I think they would get it, and I think I could explain to them okay, this is how this happens, this is why this happened, and yeah. I think they could get it. I think yeah, they would just have the same reality check that I did a little bit older, they'd have that a few years younger. So,
yeah.
But that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I think, my younger self would definitely be grateful that like I'm not like a bum. I think he'd be kind of stoked that I have my own place and stuff like that. But so
yeah,
that's pretty much like it. I guess I'd say as far as like the nostalgic, like where was I and all that stuff. I mean, because I had my first job in 2016. It was a shitty job, but it was the first. I had it. It was just really starting to kind of figure out life. I think because I was like 18, and then like I think I turned 9. Yeah, I turned 19 in like July, and July 31st is my birthday. That's pretty much it for me.
So going way back to the title of this episode, which is Warning. You and I, a few days ago, maybe it was a week ago.
About a week ago now, yeah.
We watched it
was a clip from a podcast.
Yeah, you exactly know what I'm talking about.
I do. So, yeah. No, I know exactly.
So, would you like to tell
I will
folks on these moral or immoral questions?
Absolutely. Do you remember the questions? Because I can just pull up the video and we can...
I definitely know. But what... I think... Yeah. I think I only remember one. It was the...
No, don't say it. I'll get it. So there was a video on YouTube. It was released a month ago, again at the time of recording. Jeez. It is called So there's a comedian called Trevor Wallace. You guys might know him.
Trevor, you should go onto the pod.
I'm sure. I'm so sure.
Yeah, he'd be like, fuck you.
Come on, this like
this rinky dink
30-some subscriber. That's crazy.
Listen,
wait, that's
things can happen.
Huh?
Things can happen.
Well, I mean, look. Obviously, we're trying to build this out.
I can just see him coming in like, oh yeah, it's a nice place you got here. Yeah, I see no paintings on the wall.
Fuck you.
I'd be like, exactly, Trevor.
What do you think Zach Justice would say?
Oh, well, I see your place is kind of like that of American Psycho.
Oh my god.
I'm surprised there's no tarp on the floor.
He'd be like, did you just move?
Oh wow. Man, we could have them on the pod.
That would be crazy. But okay, so
that'd be wild.
Trevor Wallace is a comedian. He actually has like a Netflix special and everything now too. But he has a so there are these. They're like mainly chess players, but there's these sisters called the Botez sisters. Andrea and Alexandra, I believe it is Botez. And they had him on their podcast. And there's a clip from the podcast, a 17-minute clip, called Making Trevor Wallace Uncomfortable for 17 minutes and 39 seconds. And on this clip, we have some questions that would make a lot of people uncomfortable. I think they're very fun questions.
They are definitely conversations.
They are conversations. And they're going to start some conversations with us here. So...
Oh, you're actually going to play the clip?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just... Because I don't remember the questions.
Right.
We're going to go in the same order they went through.
Gotcha.
So as we went through, we were... Because we do this a lot when we watch things together. Like, oh, what do you think about this? Like, what would you answer? Or like, we'll watch like David Alvarez or other kind of like dating show, like Jubilee kind of stuff.
Right.
And like they'll ask a question, we'll be like, how would you respond to this? Or like, what would you
do? Those some of those get me fired up.
I know. That's the point. That's the... Why can I not move this?
But yeah, it's like...
Okay.
Yeah, it's just it's just wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild.
Alright, I'm gonna do it this way.
Yeah, didn't they just ask 2 questions? Was it?
Let me make sure it's okay.
I think it was 2 questions.
We're gonna find it here. It's not working properly on my phone, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna mute this. Okay. Because it's a podcast.
That's right.
This isn't like
a podcast within a podcast.
Oh yeah, because we're talking about a podcast. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can't see this, but I'm pulling this up on my computer for us to like go through these questions here. Jordan, say some stuff to entertain the people while I.
So I have a little icebreaker before we get into the nitty gritty, moral and or immoral stuff. Would you, if you were offered, let's say $90K.
Okay.
You were offered $90K, but the only way to get that money, and it's guaranteed. Like once you do this, you are guaranteed that money. No loophole, no nothing. It is guaranteed to you. You are going to get it definitely. $90K to slap a family member in the face. Would you slap a family member in the face for $90K?
I would say it depends who the family member is.
Let's say a sibling, brother or sister.
I only have sisters, two half sisters, but yeah, sure. I think they'd understand. I just
be like, listen, there's a reason.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you the reason after I.
Well, I wouldn't tell them after. Now, here's the thing: can I tell them? Can I tell them why?
Yeah, you can.
Then, what the fuck?
Yeah, so would you tell them before or after you slap them?
Before. So they know. Like, that's crazy.
Be like, just so you know, there's a reason I'm doing this. Oh, what's the reason? This is the reason. The reason. I was like, what, like 5 reasons? Now 6 in one, in like 2 minutes or so. But, man, my brother. Oof, I think he'd slap me. No, he'd actually punch me. He'd punch me right in the face. But yeah, no, I would definitely slap him. Give him a nice little.
Did it start like from the beginning? Okay, got some fun questions for you. Okay. Good clip farming time, they even say. So yeah.
But yeah, so you would slap a sibling in the face for $90K?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, would you?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, brother.
It's like the moment of truth where they're like,
oh. that's terrible though. That's like your family is broken up.
Oh yeah, that's
like
crazy.
There's no coming back from that.
No.
Like, yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, I read something online one time about the whole thing about slapping someone for like however much money, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, oh absolutely, slap first, ask later," you know. I was like, "Oh dang," like sure. And then some of them would go as far as to say like, I would just slap you just
for free.
Yeah, just for free. I'm like, I mean, I've met some people that I would love to just give a nice solid slap. Just a boom.
All right. So we have the our first question here.
Oh boy. Okay.
So come on.
Oh, okay. Then there's more than 2 hours. The two that I.
Yeah. Okay.
I totally forgot about this one.
Yeah. So you ease into it a little bit, right? Kind of like you just did with your slap up thing.
Ease into it.
All right. So the thing was basically like love of your life.
Oh, and by the way, you can play along with.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, 100%. So love of your life, but they make dating content on YouTube. They make YouTube dating content.
YouTube dating content?
Yeah, so think like that really deadpan girl. Yeah. Or like a much less toxic Andrew Tate. Oof. Oh, that Benjamin Sada guy where he was like going around showing guys how to pick up girls. Stuff like that. But yeah, like that Courtney Ryan, I think her name is.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, you give out your good advice, girl. You do it, man.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So, I would. Huh?
Would you? I
don't. Dating content wouldn't be an issue for me. I wouldn't have an issue with that.
Okay. Cool.
Next question.
Let's see.
Love your life, but her job's OnlyFans.
Ooh, that is a. So she's the love of your life, but she does OnlyFans.
Or they're the love of your life because we got people watching who might not be into girls.
They're the love of your life, This person is the love of your life.
Yes.
But they do OnlyFans. That is a swift and easy no.
So there's two pieces to this.
For me.
Right. So there's two pieces to this. For one, I think the real question should be love of your life, but they do a job that you don't approve of. Because for me, I'm fine with that. You do OnlyFans, you're like a sex worker or whatever. I look at it two ways. Either one, we are non-monogamous and like we're both like hooking up with other people. Mm-hmm. Or if we're monogamous and you're doing OnlyFans, but you're not shooting content with like other people, I'm fine with that. If you wanna like, people are paying to like watch you like masturbate or whatever, or dance around like lingerie. They're paying for that, whereas I'm getting the full experience for free. Yeah, that's like a like ego boost, like power move. If anything.
Like to me, it's like for me, it's like I think, in my humble opinion, I think that stuff should just only be reserved for you. And you like I wouldn't want some random schmuck who's living in his mom's basement at age 45. Yeah. Fapping to my girl. No.
Yeah, and I think if you want it to be between just you two, sure. No. But if not, if it doesn't bother you, like it doesn't bother me, then it's one of those things where like you have to come to that decision on your own.
It's up to your own discretion.
Yeah, with your partner, you just have to figure that out with each other. So the version of that for me, that'd have to be, because I'm fine with the OnlyFans thing. So the version of that for me where it's, because again, I think the better question is like, you don't like their job, like you don't approve what they do. And for me, I would say like they're 10, but they make like right-wing political content on YouTube, like anti-woke or whatever. And
She's
to me,
the love of your life.
Couldn't be. I think if that's the case, like they just couldn't be loving my life. Because unless, I guess the only way it could work is if they just if they were a grifter and they just weren't honest about any of it. Because if they were making content that was like sex negative, pro, like women have to have children and all this stuff, like those aren't the things that I want. Right. So unless she's lying about it, if she's being truthful about that, then it's like, well, then you're not going to be the love of my life,
That makes sense.
But if she's a grifter, I mean, I think I could I guess give her a chance and be like, hey, let's step away from this. But if she's like, no, this is what I do, like it doesn't mean anything. It's like, well, it does mean, then I'd be like, okay, no, I can't do that.
No.
But yeah. I'm getting to the next question here. They go on about it, of course, for a minute on the pod. So, but because they even talk well, what if she's just doing stuff herself? She's not and to me, I'm fine with that. But I completely understand why you and other people would have an issue with that for sure.
Yeah, it's just if you want a girl, random guy who's 47 living in his mom's basement, watching my girl do whatever on screen, it's
well, the interesting thing though about, and this does extend to OnlyFans models as well, a lot of sex workers, the majority of their job isn't even about sex, it's just companionship, because they're one of the biggest groups of people I've heard from women who are in the industry, that they say types of guys they have is divorced guys who can't bring themselves to find someone else, or they love that other woman so much that they can't really see themselves with someone else, but they're still desiring that. They're still human and they're still desiring that companionship and that sexual release and all that. So but I would say, yeah, I mean, we've made our case on that.
Right.
So this is okay. So this is one. Love of your life. Now, the way that it was in this question, again, this is why I think it needs to be reframed. Because the way they phrased it in this is love of your life, but they don't find you funny. Now, remember, Trevor Wallace is a comedian. So I think, again, the better version of this question is love of your life, but they don't support and or think you're good at the thing that you're passionate about. The thing that the thing that you're trying to do as a career. For me, it'd be love of your life, but they don't they don't like your take. Like, they don't like my like political and social takes.
Takes.
And again, that'd be like not loving my life then.
Right.
That couldn't be, you know.
Right.
And for you, that might be like, I don't know, what is it you're like really passionate about that you want to do with your life again? I know you're going for like medical. You're gonna go into medical school or whatever now.
Yeah.
But like, what is it you like really want to like do? You still trying to do like a record label or whatever?
Yeah, I'll be honest. That's kind of diminishing a little bit. To be honest,
I had a feeling.
Yeah. I mean, a little bit is still there, but ultimately it's diminishing. I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, I guess the closest thing, like, to me is like, I don't know, like Pokemon, because I grew up with Pokemon.
Like, okay, but like, what I mean is like, what are you passionate about, like, to do for a career that, like, if a girl was, like, you'd want the support of your girlfriend in this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because basically what the question is, love of your life, but they don't support your career you're passionate about.
Then I would say like my nursing career.
Okay.
My
they think
future
like,
nursing.
Yeah, so like they think you're like a shitty nurse, or they're like, you could be doing so much more.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Or like let's say a month, like for like the whole month, every night I'm coming home at like, I don't know, like 3 a.m. Like, don't really have like a social life like I'm trying to, but work's all caught up, and then, you know, it's like, she's like, well, you never spend any time with me. And it's like, well, I mean, like, I want to, but then again, I have to work this job that requires me to be like a 10 out of 10 attentive to everything.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. But yeah, so probably my future nursing career.
I will say, by the way, that would be a hard thing for me. Like a girl that's like nurse, military, anything where she's like away frequently. I'd be like, I can't. Even like a firefighter would probably be the one I'd be the most like accepting of. Well, or medical as well. But I wouldn't want to date someone who's in medical, because like, man, like, I'm barely going to see you, and like that's an important thing to me for us to see each other. So, yeah. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, but
oh, I forgot.
Next one. Yeah, we're gonna go through. By the way, these are from a game, like a card game called Asshole. So if you guys, you know, I'm sure you can find them.
Yeah.
We could do that too. With the boys. Oh, let's find some really fucked up questions. You know. So love of your life, but they're gonna die in 10 years.
Yes.
Yeah. So I
because like I'm gonna make every millisecond of those 10 years.
Well, and also if you know they're gonna
the best there has ever been.
Well, and also like I think the thing is, like, do you know they're gonna die in 10 years? Because is it like they're the love of your life, but like you find out in 10 years like they just die, or is it like you know they're gonna die? You going into this like, you know, okay, I got 10 years with you. Like, let me.
She has cancer in 10 years. She has 10 years left to live. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, every millisecond of those 10 years, it's going to be the best there's ever been in all of history. Like, it just is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
and then unfortunately, when she does pass away, yes, it'll be sad. Yes, it'll be depressing. But I could go back to all of those memories, 10 years of memories. Yeah, and in those 10 years, every day is literally the greatest that has ever been, and I can find solace in that, and I can find comfort in that.
The only issue I think that I'd have with that is, because I think it'd be really beautiful to you know going into the show, okay, we have 10 years, we're going to make them count, we're going to do everything we can to just have a beautiful relationship. But if they're the love of your life,
but you only have 10 years with her.
Well, not only that, if they're the love of your life, you can never do better. Like, you can never find anyone that's
so like real life example.
Yeah.
Me, like, when I get married, she will be the love of my life. Like, no doubt.
So if anything happens,
if something, which God forbid nothing happens, but if something did, like, I will never date again, because like she's a part of me. That part of me is non-existent. So how and I wouldn't want to put that on any other woman, right? Because yes, you're beautiful. Yes, you know, you can do all these things. Yes, we're very compatible. But like, I know in the back of my head, you're never gonna be her. Damn. And so like that's not fair to me or her. So I would never do that. But yeah, so like real life example. Like, you know, when I get married, like, we're gonna be banging. But like, again, God forbid, if something happens to her, then I probably won't even date ever again. I'll just that'll be it. Like,
just for clarification, real quick, when you said you mean like you're gonna have like a banging relationship?
Oh yeah,
like we're gonna have like an amazing. Okay. You're okay. I just want to make sure.
Right.
Because I know how that can sound to like the audience, like, oh, he just wants to use it for her body.
I'm just tuning in.
Not, yeah. Like he just wants to use it for her body. No. They're gonna have a banging relationship.
Right.
I mean, you are gonna be banging, but also like you're gonna have a banging relationship. I get that. Yeah.
Clock it.
Yeah, man. I don't know. This is like.
And then I've heard some people say like, well, I'm only gonna have 10 years. And I'm like, well, 10 years is better than no years.
No, I mean, yeah, it's I don't know if there's a love of my life. I don't know. Because it would be really beautiful to like back on everything, but it's like, man, like, now they're gone. And like...
You guys make picture books together?
Something, yeah. I don't know.
You have some of her clothing? Dang.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you know, how girls like to keep guys' sweatshirts.
No, but girls do that and defile them. All right, girls do that for the same reason guys like
nasty.
Girls do that for the same reason guys like sniffing girls' panties. So like that's
But yeah, so love your life. But she can die in 10 years.
Yeah.
That's more than fine with me.
Yeah.
Again, 10 years is better than no years. You know?
Yeah, I get that. The next question we have here. Love of your life. Oh, I guess I didn't really answer. So I would say love of your life. Love of your life. Yeah. I mean, you know, still gonna be love of my life. So I mean, you know, and I guess I could have like this is like kind of a fucked up way to put it, but like I guess I could have like a thing in the back of my mind of knowing like okay, like obviously whoever else I get with next is not gonna live up to her, but I can still find someone to spend like more of my life with.
That's a normal thing. I think. Yeah.
And then next one, love of your life, but she's a serial killer. So I am going to say the same thing that I think Trevor says here, which is basically like, okay, they're a serial killer. Are they like basically vigilante? Are they only killing bad people? Because honestly, I'd be okay with that. You know, we start seeing these like, again, well, probably not the billionaires, but yes, maybe these billionaire pedophiles. They're missing and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm the one that did that. And I'm like, actually really proud of you. You know,
babe, you know,
yeah,
you know how you know who to get, babe.
Yeah. Like I'd be okay with that kind of serial killer, like, or just like she finds out like there's someone there's another serial killer. She kills serial killers or something, you know. She kills people who are doing bad things. Like, yeah, I'd be okay with that. I think.
So I think I'm just gonna go with like the baseline.
Yeah. Like an evil serial killer.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh yeah, if they're an evil serial killer, yeah.
Like if you're like a legitimate psychopath,
no, that's gonna
that's gonna be a hard pass.
If
you're trying to get me, listen. As a friend of mine once said, these fists are rated to eat for everyone.
Oh my god.
Hey, listen, man. Equal rights, equal fight. No, I'm just kidding. No, but no, she's a what was it? 10 out of 10 or love of your life?
Yeah, love of your life. Yeah.
Love of your life, but she's a serial killer. I'm gonna have to say no on that one. Sorry, future serial killer. Hey.
Yeah. I think it's similar to the I think it's similar to like there are 10 but you know
there are 10 they match everything that you want in a girl, but they're a serial killer. She's gonna be a pretty serial killer. She's gonna be a beautiful serial killer. No, but I'm gonna say a swift no to that.
Yeah,
because I don't want to be associated with that.
Right.
That is no bueno.
Yeah.
A little side thing. I saw a bueno today in CVS.
What does that mean?
A bueno? The chocolate bar.
Oh, okay.
It is. I think I've had one once, but it was a big bar.
I don't know if I've ever had one of those.
Oh, it's like a Kit Kat, but with caramel.
Bueno is a common way that Hispanic people answer the phone sometimes. Apparently, it's an old holdover. I looked it up because people kept answering that way at my job.
Bueno.
Like, bueno. I'm like, what the fuck, bueno?
No.
Like, I don't understand hola, but bueno, what is bueno? So I looked it up, and it means, basically it means, like, the line's connected. Like, yeah, we're good, the line's connected. Like, I can hear you, can you hear me?
Bueno.
Yeah.
No.
But I've never had the bar, though.
Oh,
But,
boy.
Yeah.
Here's where we started talking.
Yeah, this is where it gets crazy.
Oh, Logan, you're going to appreciate this one. Well, I don't know if you're going to appreciate this one, but you're going to appreciate the conversations that are going to be said. So would you like to read the...
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
If you let me. Love of your life, but they're your second cousin.
Ugh.
I'm gonna let you go first. What is your response to this?
I think the folks want to hear your knowledge. I'm gonna quickly say no.
Okay.
Because she's your cousin. She's a family member.
I
know you want kids, but I'm just saying.
Don't want kids.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you want kids.
No, I know you don't want kids, but like, yeah. I mean, I don't have to explain what happened. So y'all already know.
Well,
but yeah. What's your?
So first of all, let me just say, because they talked about that on the episode here, and as again, I don't know if it's Andrea or Alexandra, which one's which, but she pointed out that your second cousin is generally considered very low risk from a genetic standpoint.
But low risk is still risk.
It's still sure, but having kids with your second cousin is generally considered very low risk. Yeah. So first of all, I don't think it's a good idea. Like, let me be clear about that. And if you want kids, myself, I don't want kids.
Exactly.
So here's my thing.
Oh boy. Here we go. All right.
Here's the way I look at this, and this is going to be similar to some other questions we discuss in a bit here. So yeah, your second cousin. Do you know? Because if I knew from the jump, probably not going to date her. Right? I'm not going to be into that. But if we're dating for a while, or like we're married, we have a life together, all this stuff, and we find out like some test or whatever, somehow we find out for whatever reason, like, oh, you guys are second cousins. I do not see myself being able to like give that up just because like, oh, we're related. Like, who cares? We have this whole life together now. Like, who gives a fuck? And I don't remember if this comes up in the conversation, but I was extrapolating this even further to like, even if they're like my long lost of kin, like my long lost sister or something, like if we, like again, right up from the jump, no, not going for that. But we love each other, we have this beautiful life together, all this stuff, and then we find out, I'm not going to be like, oh God, like you're my, no, it's like,
y'all were sharing the same womb.
What?
Y'all were sharing the same womb.
We're not twins. We could be. I'd be okay with that. Well, no, twins. Womb. Yeah.
The B sound, right?
We weren't sharing. We were in it at separate times.
Okay. Y'all came from the same womb.
Okay.
That's weird. Just a womb.
Also, I don't know if it matters, but like, I was C-section, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I wasn't in the womb, but I don't know.
No. But
I was like, yeah, we were room buddies.
But like
we were roommates.
Roommates. Oh my, yeah, that's just disgusting.
That'd be twins. Twins are roommates. Anyway, come on.
So like I told you I do understand. I do
you understand my
I do, but the word that stops me is cousin. Like it's just like again I do get what you. I do get where you're coming at. Like I do understand. Like you guys have built this love to this life. I understand that completely. But like, on the flip side of that, it's like, she's your cousin. Like,
second cousin.
Still cousin. Still cousin.
Yeah.
Like, sure, I can have an apple or a green apple. It's still an apple.
But they taste different.
It's just
like she's gonna taste different from other girls.
It's just again, my thing with this is I get where you're coming from. I do.
Yeah. But
the thing that stops me is cousin.
I get
it. It's just weird.
I just don't.
So okay. All right. Little scenario time. Let's say you and Natalie.
Oh.
I knew I was going to get it all out of you. All right, so you and Natalie have been dating for exactly 11 months.
Okay.
Almost a whole year.
Okay.
You guys go to like a family reunion.
Okay.
You guys come in together.
Uh-huh.
And your family members see.
Holding hands, all that. Yeah, it's cute.
And they, not violently, because I know some people are like that, but they confront you guys like, hey, what's going on here, Buckaroony and Buckaroo? What's going on? And you then proceed to say, oh, we're dating, or something like that. And they're like, oh, but she's your cousin. So like, how would you like reply to that? Like, let's say one of your uncles or aunts or whatever says, but you guys are cousins. What?
I don't think. I think we would both just be like, what are you talking about? And then as we'd get into it, like we're not just going to be like, what do you, okay.
More things would be revealed.
Yeah, we'd be like, we talk about it.
Yeah.
And I think we would have to have a very real conversation with each other about like, okay, like, we didn't know.
Right.
Like, basically just, does this change anything for you?
Right.
But for me, I just don't think it would. If it does for her, then that sucks, but that's to me just like any other breakup.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
That to me, that's a really, I don't know. To me, that's a really, like, not shallow, but like a pointless reason to separate.
No.
Because again, I don't want kids. You know?
Right.
So like, if I want kids, sure. But like, if I don't want kids and she don't want kids, you know, here's what it is. You know. I think.
Yeah. So that is the question. One of the questions that really stirred up some good healthy conversation.
And then like the next one they just said it's your first cousin. So I already extrapolated into even sisters. So I think you know how I feel.
Yeah, right. What would y'all do? Like, what would y'all's chat? Oh, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Chat. What's
comments.
Aren't chats for like live streams?
Yeah.
Okay, so comment. People in the comments. What would you guys do if you she's 10 out of 10 or whatever, or she's the love of your life, but she's your second cousin? What would y'all do? How would y'all go? Go about.
We'll get to it.
Oh boy.
We'll get to it. He saw another question, but did we already? Okay, so we already passed the other crazy question.
Right.
But yeah, so like we're on the same page with the first cousin question as we are the other.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you have a 4 to 7% chance of a disorder in a kid.
That's still a chance. That is still a chance.
Yeah, so you're saying there's a chance.
Even 1% of a chance. That's still.
I think 1% is already pretty common.
Some things can happen.
Yeah. I just remember, I think what the next question is. We don't have to. I'm still waiting for it to see what they say here. I don't remember if this is the next question, if they get into this one next, or
right.
But
so I actually changed my mind about Trevor Wallace.
What's that? Yeah, you should.
Oh, so a while ago, I would always say Trevor Wallace. He seems like he never kind of calms down. He's always cracking jokes. It's there's a time and place for jokes. To me in the past, he never seemed like he could take something serious.
Mm-hmm.
He's always funny. It's okay, we know you're a comedian, No need to make the 75th joke.
You feel like he's always on.
Right, but I think a couple of days ago I saw one of these many interviews that like different actors, actresses, comedians, like business owners, they would all come on, obviously individually, about like whatever topic, and they would talk about it. And Trevor Wallace was one of the guests that went on to this little podcast thing, and I think it was only like 30 some minutes long, but he talked like a. Yeah, he's
like a normal dude.
Yeah, I was like, dang, like okay, like he said a few funny things, but he got back to like being like
yes, because he is a normal dude.
Yeah, but like my only thing that I saw of him was he's always cracking jokes, like he's always this.
He's a comedian.
Yeah, but like so that was my whole thing. But yeah, when I saw him talking and conversing like an everyday person, I was like. Oh, okay. So he knows when to like kind of like slow it down.
Yeah.
No need to make jokes every 10 seconds.
Only every 20 seconds.
Yeah. And actually, he's a pretty humble guy. Like he came from very humble beginnings.
He did.
I was like,
I like Trevor. Yeah, I like.
All right, Trevor Wallace, I see you. I like you.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would say he's one of my favorite comedians is still Bo Burnham, but unfortunately Bo isn't performing much.
Would you consider Zach Justice a comedian?
I guess. I mean, he's in the same realm. I would say he doesn't do stand up like Trevor, but yeah, I guess he's a comedian. I wouldn't say he's an influencer. I think that'd be kind of cringe.
Yeah.
But he does funny stuff. He's
a
content
says
creator,
6'3" or 6'4".
Who said he's 6?
Freaking Zach Justice. I think he's like 6. I think.
He's like 6'2" or 6'3". Yeah, but he jokingly said he was like 6'4" or something. The next question. So, all right. I'm just gonna go in the order that they went.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with this one next. I wasn't sure what the order was. Is bestiality immoral?
Oof. I think it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Now,
on to the
the reason that this is a like theoretically controversial thing is because people will be like, well, why is it okay for like us to eat animals
when they didn't
consent to be eaten, but it's not okay to fuck them?
Yeah,
and it's like, okay,
to have like. For humans to have sex, it's a pleasure thing. It's to have pleasure. Eating animals is for survival, like to survive.
I wouldn't say that's the reason because you can live off of. You don't need animals to live. You can be a vegan, and I think that's
to be a friggin' vegan.
Well, I mean, I do, but I think that's the
good luck with all the vegetables. Then
point is that you are saying. Because what you're saying is like, well, if you're not basically like, well, if you're not going to fuck an animal, you might as well. If you think fucking animals is so bad, raping animals is so bad, then being a vegan should be. But I think it's just, I think what we're running into with that is ultimately a false equivalency, where like, no, they're just not the same. Like. Eating an animal provides sustenance and everything that you need to survive, obviously. And yes, you can say, well, but you can get that sustenance elsewhere. Okay, but you're not like abusing. Now there are ways that like meat is made in like different plants and stuff that, like, I would agree that we shouldn't really make meat and have meat and stuff like that. At least not on the mass production that it's done these days. Because like they have like these cows and chickens and stuff in these like really cramped things, and then like making milk, for example. Like I know you love milk, but I don't know if you know how it's made. They basically force cows to like stay pregnant so they continue lactating, and it's torturous, disgusting shit. But I mean, it's just. It's one of those things where it's just like...
Well, it's been happening for like thousands and thousands of years.
Well, not on the mass level that it happens now. But even still...
But in general.
That's just because something's been happening for a long time isn't a good reason to continue happening. You know, slavery used to happen for a long-ass time, too. And
well, I mean, shoot, if we got rid of milk, a lot of the stuff that we make, we couldn't make.
I mean, we could find milk substitutes.
Like what?
I mean, for one, I like coconut milk. That's one thing. A lot of people have almond milk.
Milk. It's like... How do almonds and milk fit in the same category? Like, milk is milk.
Well...
An almond is a nut.
Uh-huh.
How does a nut correlate to milk?
So, I don't know about...
Like what is almond milk?
Like, how's it made?
Yeah, like...
I think it's shredded. I think it's
like is it milk with the flavor of almonds?
No, it's milk made from almonds.
But how do you make milk from almonds?
I think what they do is they like blend it up. They like shred it all up and they like liquefy it and it becomes like a milky substance.
Interesting.
I could be wrong though. I don't know I don't feel like looking it up. But with coconut milk, you like crack a coconut and milk comes out. Now you gotta crack a lot of coconuts.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, there's only so many coconuts in the world.
But that's not forcing a cow to be in pain and taking away their calf and all that stuff.
That is terrible.
Yeah.
But milk is so good.
That's...
Listen, man, humans, we're the dominant species.
We are. But I think we're the dominant species. I still think this. I think we became the dominant species ultimately because we like fucking. And I think that we produced so much that we just took over.
Yeah.
You know?
And ultimately, it's how you create life.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I mean, I would say it's different just because, like, I don't know, like, there's something... Yeah, like you said, like, sex is, like, you know, for pleasure and stuff, like, for humans especially.
And
like,
I think I think you can go 3 weeks without eating.
I think you were going to say 3 weeks without having sex.
I mean, it can be done. It can be done. Yeah, I think for water it's like 3 days or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And then food is like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I saw someone where someone was saying like, oh yeah, I went like a month or whatever without water. I'm like, don't you die in like 2 or 3 days? Like, what are you talking about? That's bullshit. But yeah, no, yeah, I mean it's. What do you guys, think at home?
Like I said,
is bestiality wrong?
Questions yeah. Well,
is it immoral?
I don't know. Well, a whole lot of me is thinking I don't want to hear.
Are you ready for the next question?
Oh gosh. You know what? If this is the question, I think it is. I'm gonna pertain from saying anything.
Really?
Yes, because to me this is a real, like it for me. It questions.
I don't think you gave a straight answer when we talked about this.
I probably didn't purposely, because like no, it's like to me it's just.
I'll give an answer. This is easy to me.
All right.
Yeah. So all right. So would you rather?
Logan, so instead of me and Christian, saying our things, Logan, you and Christian can tell your answers to each other.
No, we have other viewers.
All you other viewers, whatever your name is.
Anybody.
Nice to meet you.
Logan or anyone else watching. Like, Logan's our most consistent one, but anyone else watching. And then, of course, the guy that is like a follower of my channel, a Voosh spokesman, he's also a very consistent viewer, but anyone else as well. It doesn't have to just be you guys. Anyone. What do you think about this one? So, all right, imagine like your Freaky Friday situation. Your girlfriend and her mom. No, wait, it's not even that.
No, it's
your mom.
Yeah, it's your mom.
Yeah,
in your girlfriend's body. In your girlfriend in your mom's body.
Yes. Would you rather fuck your...
Don't add emphasis on that. Jeez. Oh my gosh.
Would you you rather nail your...
Slam!
Would you rather penetrate with your penis?
My virgin ears.
Oh, wait.
Just kidding.
Also, it could also be like your dad and your girlfriend, like if you're into whatever you're into, like the gender or whatever they are, that person swaps bodies with your
significant other.
No. Your like your mother or your father, whatever, right? Would you rather? So in my case, like I'll just speak from the hetero standpoint as a dude. I would now imagine in this scenario, the only way to change them back is you have to fuck either your girlfriend in your mom's body or your mom in your girlfriend's body. And and I think what this ultimately comes down to is, do you want to spare yourself from trauma more, or are you willing to endure more trauma yourself to spare your mother trauma? And I would say I would fuck my girlfriend in my mom's body. Because...
Okay, I'm just over here.
I'm just laughing and it's funny. Because if you fuck your... Okay, you think, well, your girlfriend in your mom's body, like, at least it's still your girlfriend's body. Yes, but it's your mom's, like, brain, her soul, her essence. She is seeing you fuck her. That's horrific. Absolutely not. Now, your girlfriend in your mom's body, you both know what's up. You both have fucked many times before. She's in a different body now. But, you know, the inside is still her. And now, once this goes back to normal, your girlfriend is going to be like, wow, like that was crazy that like I was in your mom's body and you fucked me. But it's a lot better than your mom having to remember that you fucked her even though she was in another body. She sees it, she hears it, she feels it, she smells everything. You don't want to put your mom through that. I would take one for the team and turn the lights off and fuck my girlfriend in my mom's body. That's what I'd do.
Well, good for you. Good for you!
And what would you do?
I would just get a picture of my girlfriend and just wank off.
But that's not going to fix them. You have to fuck one or the other.
Well, I guess they're going to stay like that forever.
That's crazy.
It's going to stay like that forever. No.
Yeah, Trevor said he'd kill himself if he's ever in that position.
But I saw my mom naked.
I didn't say you have to see her. Like I said, you know, you turn the lights off, you don't see her, you know, it is what it is, you're just doing what you do. You tell her not to speak because you're gonna because you're gonna sound like your mom.
Don't speak.
Hey, maybe make it kinky. Put like a ball gag or something in her mouth. Put some put something where she can't speak, you know? Maybe that'll be fun. Gosh. You know, you can find a way to make it fun even. And you just don't fucking, you know.
Was that it?
I think that's the last question.
Those are the questions.
That's the last question.
Yeah, so we watched that and I think it took a while to get through the video because we kept on pausing and playing and pausing and talking and pausing and playing and talking and pausing and playing and talking and pausing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, for the third time, like I said, great break the ice questions. Like,
oh yeah. Great, like around, you know, you got like you're at a new job and everyone's like, all right, let's introduce ourselves, everyone, like, let's get to know each other. All right, got some icebreaker questions for you. So, would you rather...
Hey, they made it gaming to it, so...
That's crazy, bro.
And,
What's crazy
Ask
to me
the
is
creators of the game.
if you look at the comments on this clip, most people are stuck on the cousin thing. That's not even the craziest one.
That's not the craziest one. Oh man. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is interesting, right? Quite interesting thing about bestiality, but this is a false analogy.
This is what I was referring to.
Yeah. So eating animals is about nutrition and survival. Sex is about consent and bodily autonomy. Animals cannot give informed sexual consent, so sex with them is inherently abusive. Mixing these two categories isn't provocative philosophy; it's just bad logic.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Although you don't need to eat an animal to survive.
You don't need to.
But it's still
listen. A steak.
Yeah.
Bacon. Especially honey glazed bacon. Talk to me nice.
I'm just telling you. I have vegan substitute like chicken and bacon, or not bacon. Well, I could do bacon too, but like chicken and sausage and stuff like that, and they suffice.
Did you know on energy drinks?
Are you going to tell me that
they're vegan?
Oh, I thought. Do you know what's in them?
A lot of ingredients.
Do you know one of the main things that's in them?
Like carbonated water or something?
Bull semen. I'm not kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm about to look this up right now. Oh, no way, man.
Yeah. I still drink them.
You know what?
I don't mind.
Secrets. Remember, secrets used to be a thing of the past.
No, it's not like you have. They have to label.
I'm looking this up right now. Oh man, I swear.
Right.
Oh. But yeah. So those questions, again, like I said, very, very much openers.
Oh wait, hang on. Energy drinks do not contain bull semen. The ingredient,
God Almighty.
The ingredient taurine, which is what was thought to be bull semen, found in drinks like Red Bull, is a synthetic substance produced by labs. While taurine was first isolated from bull bile, that'd be vomit, in 1827, and is present in animal tissues. It is not extracted from bulls for commercial drinks.
That is a relief upon a relief.
Well, there you go.
Because listen, so I used to love bangs. But
the drinks.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like.
No, I actually used to love to go to groups on Facebook that have groups that are doing bangs.
Gangbangs?
Yes.
Orgies?
Yes.
I thought you meant.
Just kidding.
I thought. I mean,
wow.
But
actually, I wouldn't be surprised if that was on Facebook. To be honest.
Maybe I should. Well, I'll do that later. But I think I thought you meant like hair bangs. Like you're saying, like I used to love, like you. I used to have like I don't know, emo, like me, emo bangs. I used to have that. That's not. I wasn't. You're a dirtier man than me.
I'm surprised you didn't pick up on that. Listen, man, I have my moments. I have my moments.
I don't want to hear it.
But yeah, man, you had me a little scared on the whole bull semen and energy drinks. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
But Ghost is pretty good.
Good, yeah.
The energy drink. But that Victoria girl that I follow on TikTok,
the crazy girl.
Oh, she's amazing.
Pookie,
I'm in your claw. Don't you dare open that door, Pookie. Give me your socks to smell.
Pookie,
she's such a crazy individual.
What do you?
But I love it. She has my kind of energy. Like around me, if you're not, you don't have to be extremely weird.
Yeah.
But if you're not to some degree of that, then it's like you and I aren't compatible. Little miss. No, but what was I was going to say something else. Yeah, this weather, huh? You like this weather, Christian? 25 degrees.
I do like. So for those that, all right. So, the microphone that we use would pick up the AC, so we don't have the AC on.
That's right. I'm not even sweating right now.
No.
And usually I am. I'm sweating. Usually I sweat like a freaking pig, dude. I'm like my back is soaked. I'm like, dude.
So
it's a leather couch you have.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
we normally, well, I mean, still, like we have we have the AC off, and it's what something 60 something 41 degrees right now. I mean, last night when I came over, it was like what 32 or something. Like that was crazy.
Nope.
I was freezing.
Yeah. Last night, because my dad and his girlfriend live up in Massachusetts. Last night in Massachusetts, it was negative 36.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I should check with my sisters and see how it is.
No.
Down there in Indiana. But yeah. No, yeah, it doesn't. Touring doesn't have a.
That's good.
Like I was originally led to believe. And if it makes you feel better, Sandy, my dad's wife, was the one that originally said that, and they think everything's gonna
really,
and they think everything's gonna kill you. So
could have led me astray.
Yeah,
could have led me astray.
But
well, I could have looked it up and like.
I probably looked it up even when she first told me, and I was like, no, it doesn't.
No.
But I thought it was a fun thing to bring up now. But
right.
Anyway, yeah, fun.
Yeah, man.
Fun discussion. Fun episode.
Good stuff.
Warning. I think warning was a fair.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't really have. Do you have anything else before final? All right.
Well,
so I would, I would just say, as always, guys, like, very interested into what you have to say about any and everything we talked about. Interested what you think about like the stuff going on with like what I opened with, like with ICE and the Epstein files, and if you think, I don't know, like Maggot's days are numbered, which I definitely do. I'm a little concerned that like this new, even more Nazi, actually like full-on Nazi America First thing takes its place, but hopefully it doesn't. We'll see. Well, if it does, hopefully we can beat it pretty easily, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm curious as to what you guys think about like the even like the protesting and stuff, and the people that are going to be at Super Bowl, as well as the all the things we discussed, like the what you're nostalgic about with 2016, and the fucking crazy questions we had toward the end there. Did I miss anything that we talked about? I thought there was something else that you said before we got into the nostalgia thing.
So.
Oh, the Percy if you saw the Percy Jackson show, like how you feel about it.
Oh, yeah.
How you feel about like adaptations of stuff in general, all that good stuff. So.
Yeah.
Or not, yeah.
Yeah, again, season 3 is coming out this year.
Yeah.
Cannot wait for that. That's going to be awesome. And hopefully they continue this, like, either 2 or 3 episode premiere that they usually do, because that's good. That's good stuff.
And I, probably maybe a month or so before it comes out, I will read the graphic novel.
Sir, get up to date.
3.
I'll be quizzing you.
To prepare.
And we will, regarding that, we will see what they do and or do not leave in the adaptation. So, anything else you want to say?
No, just like I said, let us know what you think about any or everything that we talked about, and just take care of yourself and take care of each other. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Yeah,
for me, stay safe out there, because I can speak for all of us to say we live in crazy times.
We live in troubled times.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we live in crazy times. So you guys be careful. Don't, or at least try not to go into any danger if possible. Stay warm. Because, obviously we're experiencing cold out here in good old Florida.
Well, yeah, and like everyone's experiencing cold right now.
That's
like,
true. That's true. The whole country. Yeah.
That's if we're experiencing cold, you got to think like how everyone.
Right. Well, yeah. Stay safe out there. Stay warm, and just stay fresh, Pookie. Stay fresh.